Well, that was weird. There we are. I think we're good to go now. Maybe, maybe not. Let's try this again. If it'll let me. Michael, how we doing? I don't know what's going on. It said YouTube stopped, which I've never had happen before. Ruger, how we doing, buddy? Hey, I'm going to be sending you a beaver pelt in the next 2 days. I'm not sure when it's going to be, but I'm going to send it to you. Joshua, how we doing, buddy? Hey, Pops, what's going on? Hopefully you got some sleep today. Brad Wilson, what's up, man? Jeff Hale, how we doing, sir? Hopefully you had a good time at the Missouri convention this last weekend. Hillsman, how we doing, boss? We are in final prep mode. Coyote Academy, what's up, man? Colton, I see you've been putting out videos pretty much daily in the off season. I like that. I'll get you one, Pops. I replace that light bulb in here. She's a weak link. But no, we got a lot of stuff done today. I got to be involved. Went back down to where I grew up, actually, and had a trapping class down there. We had 22 people, 5 adults and 17 kids, I believe was the final number. So our trapping classes here in Iowa are doing phenomenal. They had another one simultaneously in Dixon, Iowa, and I think they had 21, 22 too, something like that. So been really good. Hunting and stuff. How we doing, buddy? Ruger, I'm done mowing. I should probably mow again, but you know what? It'll wait till spring. That's terrible of me, but no, we're just in here. Worked on a little bit of 1.5s. Tomorrow's a big day. All my dog proofs will be finished up. Dyeing all the 220s that need it tomorrow, and should be pretty well wrapped up with the footholds. So tomorrow, almost all traps are ready. We still got a lot of pogos to make, some extensions, a lot of stuff going on. Good, hunting stuff. I'm doing all right, buddy. Just busy, man. Seems like there's no end. I should actually be roofing tomorrow and Tuesday, my days off. But the rain today put a damper on it. We got this roof. It's probably 27, maybe 26 square. But it's 4 different planes. So it's all got to be torn off at once and replaced at once. And pretty much flying solo. I can't do it in 2 days. I need 3. And rain today kind of put it out of the question. So, hunting stuff. Who else was live tonight then? Flintlock, how we doing, buddy? I hope I didn't interrupt somebody else's live. I didn't have any notifications for it. Oh yeah, Coyote Academy. It's funny how we went from like flood, like real flooding conditions, to a month no rain. And it's like, man, we need it again instantly. Kind of shocking, you know. It. I won't say it doesn't happen like that here, but man, some of the creeks I drove over today thinking there's gonna be a lot of water, did not have it. So, um, it's frustrating. Oh, okay, hunting stuff. Yeah, I guess I didn't see either of them for notifications. Hopefully, I didn't interrupt one of them, especially if it's a benefit auction. No, I feel bad. I just figured this is my Saturday night, so I figured I'll hop on here for a little bit. Wife and kids went to bed, so I figured I'd swing by and say hi. And we got some real big plans this year. Man, I hope they develop. The problem is I will not know until literally the week before season starts. So October 26th. I will know if I'm even going to be in the state. So. Oh, okay, hunting stuff, good. Jeff, you have to meet Ruger in Arkansas. Yep, no name. Okay, so yeah, I know Logan was down there. And Bruce, yep. Awesome. Only spent $100. Wow, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. I can't go to a convention and spend that. I can't. Um, my wife would divorce me if she knew what I spent at convention before I met her. So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be awesome this year. I'm worried about an early winter. I've been hearing a lot about it. Farmer's Almanac and people that know a lot more about this stuff than I do say it's gonna be an early winter, which could really hurt me. But we'll see. Hey, Quentin, how we doing? You only brought 100. Jeff, that's the smart way to do it, man. Because yeah. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Only one time have I ever come back with more than $20 in my pocket, I think. Don, how we doing? At West Virginia? Yeah, Colton, I get it, man. It's just we literally turn into that 8-year-old walking into a candy store at the first time. That's just bottom line. That's how it is. Uh, I don't know anybody that can resist that, in my opinion. So, not necessarily your cheapest benefit so far. 406, how we doing, bud? No, we've got plans this year. It's just I can't say too much because it might not happen yet, and I don't want to get people excited. So, Predator Potion. I've heard of that Ruger, but I don't know if I know them. Jeff, you have 10,000 in trapping equipment and fur. I believe it, man. I believe it. 406 just got back from a successful elk hunt. That's awesome, man. We actually had another Hoffman here in Iowa. One of our DNR guys I've been working with for these trapping classes, he was out west and he harvested a really nice, I believe, 6x6. So that's pretty cool. Something I've always wanted to do, but I probably won't get the chance for something like that. You know, that takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time. Yeah, right, Colton, right. Yeah, it's tough, man. You know, to build an arsenal of equipment takes time. This isn't something that just overnight I went out and, go out and buy 1,000 traps. But I'll tell you what, learning your area and truly learning it, and I would say Colton could attest to this, especially when you go to new ground that you're unfamiliar with. I would say, especially like when he heads out west or something, it probably takes you your second to third year to really trap it efficiently to know the ground in your head. You can look at all the maps in the world, topo maps, everything else, but to really know where those perfect points are, anything else, it just takes time. And that's something that a lot of people don't quite understand. Hillsman, our youth season just started, so. Midwestern, how we doing? Yeah, it's just something that you cannot buy is knowledge of the ground. Um, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are like this. If you trap something, years and years, you know exactly where the trails are going to be. You can come up to an intersection, like a fence intersection, right here in this corner of this bean field, I'm going to catch 2 to 4 coyotes every year. Or if this trail underneath this cedar tree going to corn, that's good for 4 to 5 coon every single year. It's just, you learn those places, and those are places you can't just cold roll through and expect to find instantly. Ah, there you go, Quentin. There you go. Jeff, are you going to be at Nebraska next weekend? I'll be at the Nebraska show. Actually, this coming weekend. Wow, I forgot all about that. It's this weekend already. But I'll be down there for Saturday. So, Ruger, our percentage of crop out here, 3 to 5%. Very, very minimum. I did a little bit of driving this afternoon, covered probably 25% of my line, and I saw maybe 7 or 8 fields out. Joshua, I'm not even sure. I gotta look it up. I'm not even sure. I wish I did. Midwestern, oh no, she's in bed. She has to go to bed for me to come out here, so. Both hunting and stuff. I've seen a lot of beans picked. Predominantly it's corn, but we've had several bean fields picked. Really, Kyle? That's crazy, man. No, we are. I expect. So we got some rain last night, but it looks like it's going to hold off. I'll bet by the end of this coming week, I'll bet we're 20 to 30% out if they can get in the fields. I get it, Jeff. I get it. No, I don't blame you, buddy. I got permission for one field, which is so different for me. You know, most people have private land to trap, and that's great. But for me, it's all roads. I got a second property that I can trap privately on. One I've trapped for years. That's where I did the muskrat line in the creek. Caught a few coyotes, and I go back in when I take some kids trapping. I go back in there. But I got a second property, which is right along a major river system in corn, and it's probably the only property that I'm actually willing to trap as far as fur trapping. You know, I do some ADC jobs here and there, or to help people out, help some. You know, we got some farmers that help us out with deer hunting rights and stuff like that I'll go catch a few coon on. But to actually be efficient, I stayed next to the truck. I don't get into the fields because of what I'm doing. But this other property has a big levee right off a big river system full of den trees and corn, and I can drive right along the levee. So might be actually something, since it's private ground, I might jump on that a little early, since we can do that here in Iowa. Yeah, Midwestern. So today was our first real cool snap. I think our high today got to 65, maybe. So it's nice. Critter Getter, how we doing? Coyote Academy. If I was chasing coyotes, or if I was going after something specific, I would. But for me, it limits me. For numbers of raccoons, I can stay right on the roads. I can jump down 5 foot in the ditch, grab a raccoon, jump in the truck, and move. I can literally be in and out, dispatch a coon, and rebait it in less than a minute sometimes. You know, if I was on private property, I've got the weather to deal with, which I'm sure you deal with a lot. You know, you get rain or snow or sleet. Now I got to bring a trailer with a side-by-side or four-wheeler, load it, unload it. I feel like I can trap out the private property a lot quicker. Even if you have like 300 acres, yeah, I can go out and set, you know, 30 good traps, and I may catch 50 or 60 coon there, but I've spent too much time, you know, especially if I have a four-wheeler or something like that messing around. I can just stay on the road systems, and it knocks out something of the equation for me. Yeah, Midwestern kind of, yeah, because ditches are where it's at for me. You know, I can stay so close to the truck. I don't have to walk. I mean, I hate walking down, you know, bridges where I have to stop 100 yards before I get to actually where the creek goes down. You know, you got those bridge railings and the guardrails. I hate that. That's one of the reasons I've avoided water, because next thing you know, I'm messing around 15, 20 minutes down under a bridge, and it's like, man, I should have been out of there a long time ago. Oh, I'll bet, Blakely's. I'll bet. Yeah, Colton, it's just different. You know, if, like I said, if I was doing strictly coyotes, man, I'd have to get private ground. to be as efficient and catch numbers for coyotes is a whole different ball game than raccoons. Uh, like I said, I literally drove past stuff today that the one spot was 1.1 miles, and I had 16 locations. And that's just boom, 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 boom. So you're averaging what, 100 yards? Yeah, it'd be almost right at 100 yards a location. And private ground, I cannot get more efficient than that, if that makes sense, for raccoon trapping. Yeah, Don, it's nice here, buddy. It is nice and cool. I love it. I am looking at doing something a little late season. No, I don't, Colton. I don't really see anything. I know it's a touchy subject for me, but I haven't caught a mink in several years. But this year I am going to be getting in the water more. First year we've actually had water to get into. A lot of my cricks that I've trapped, since I was in my younger years, that had, that 1.5 2 foot of water type crick system, they've been bone dry for 4 or 5 years. So this year finally, it's still low. Like it's lower than what it was back in the day, if you will. But it's got enough water now. Hopefully have some drowning setups. Catch a few mink. Catch a lot of coon, hopefully. Yeah, we're changing things up a little bit this year. So, especially if I do, knock on wood, I'm going south late season, chasing coyotes and bobcats down in the southern part of Iowa. So, if that works out, man, I'm excited. It's cat country down there in the southern tiers of Iowa. So. No, honest stuff, no way. Nope. 42 to 45, possibly. I take that back. 48 with a good breeze. Yeah, I'd wear a sleeve shirt. But I just don't, man. I hate sleeves. I'm fat and overweight, and it gets too hot for me. Oh, cool, Joshua. I'm scared to see what that set you back. A good cat taxidermist is pricey, but it's worth it. No, you're good, Kyle. Yo, you're good. That's awesome, man. Hopefully you get after him and hammer him, because I'm pretty sure over there you guys don't have the road ditch trapping opportunity, do you? I'm trying to think what Ohio has. I can't remember, but I didn't think you had the row opportunity. Kind of stuff, man. I'd die. The only time you'll ever see me wear long sleeves outside of sometimes work is if I'm baling hay. That's it. I didn't think you did, Colton. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, it just opens up so much opportunity, and we're so blessed to have that here in Iowa that we can road trap. That's something I mentioned in our trapping classes today. I'm a huge advocate when we're introducing the next generation of there's legal, but then there's ethical. Here in Iowa, you cannot set a body grip trap within 200 yards of a house in the road ditch. But I stress this at every class. If you're 205 yards from that house, but little Jimmy Johnson drives from that house to his cattle lot down here, 400 yards from the house with his beagles running behind him, it's not ethical. Switch to a dog proof or don't set it. I'm push that so much because we're so blessed here in Iowa for our trapping regulations, and I do not want to lose them. I'm healthier than you are. Faced my own complications doing it. What do you mean, Colton? What complications? It hurts. It helps that it's halfway down. Half a pickup. Joshua, what's halfway down? Yeah, Quentin, and that's the thing. I stress that too with our new beginners, more or less for their own personal safety if they don't know what's going on. On the stuff, yeah. I would not say healthier then. Need to put some meat on them bones, boy. Just not with McChickens or McDoubles. Then you go the other direction like I am. Oh, okay, Joshua. I see what you're saying. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, swole in the gut. I promise you that. Pops, I don't think there's anybody in our family that's been 150 pounds since ninth grade. Quitting, yeah, yeah, no, I get it, man. That's my biggest weakness, man, is food. Um, if I ate healthy, man, I bet I'd be down to 190, honestly. But I literally have 5,000 calories a day. I'm a big guy, but I'm very, very active. So if I could get the eating figured out, I'd be all right. Oh yeah, Quentin. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Critter Getter. Yeah, I'm gonna be at Nebraska on Saturday. Um, I've got a demo at 9 in the morning, I believe. So, yeah, pops. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, Dennis isn't. I mean, he's short, so he might be pushing that too. No, Ruger, I didn't because I had trapping class this morning. So, wife and kids went to church, and I had that trapping class. And unfortunately, I won't get McDonald's next Sunday with my daughter either because I'll be roofing all weekend. Oh, nice, hunting stuff. Gained some weight then. Hey, Blakely, how we doing? Oh, maybe that was the notification. I just got Midwestern because I see he's been doing almost daily, if not daily. Oh, I get it, Joshua. Yeah, I get it. Quitting, and that's my problem is just when I'm at home, man. That's my problem. No, like, and actually, my dad could attest to this too. It was like when I'm actually running the line hard, I have to like stop and force myself to eat and drink at noon or at a reasonable time because I don't even think about it. Like it's just go, 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 and then it's like, But then I get myself in trouble and get sick and dehydrate and everything else. So nobody. That's sad, critter getter. Yeah, Quentin, that is my thing, man. Charles the mouse just ran by. Oh yeah, Ruger, 100%, man, 100%. If I could come out to the shop every night right after dinner, man, I'd be in great shape. But I'm gonna sit inside and watch TV with the family, get my daughter to sleep, eat a bag of popcorn, half a bag of chips, three hot dogs, and a half a bag of popcorn chicken later. There's 2,500 calories. Trap Squatch, how we doing? I'm doing well, man. Doing well. We are less than a month from pre-staking here, so that's scary with all the work to do. But traps should be either done or almost done tomorrow. Still got snares, still got pogos to make, still got to. I always waxed all my pogo anchors just to get a little more life out of them. don't know if I've ever said that before. I think I've mentioned that. But I use Zepp's floor wax on all my Pogos to kind of prolong the life of them. Ruger, that's what we're waiting on. Weeping Water. That sounds familiar, Joshua. I'd have to look it up now. I'm not quite sure. It's the state convention in Nebraska. All right, Quentin, you take care, buddy. Good luck this year. I hope you and your daughter go out and have fun and make some memories, man. That's what it's all about. Critter, perfect. Thank you. Blakely's, are you going to be there in Nebraska too? I'm still trying to convince the wife to go to the Nationals next year in Virginia. And stuff. Yeah, no, me. Oh, I don't have my wallet in here. It's in my truck. But, man, if you saw me when I started my job when I was 18, man, I think I was like 172. And here I am, 80 pounds heavier than that. But I've put on a little bit of its muscle, too. I'd like to think, anyway. You're going to Illinois. I get it, Blakely. Yep. Yeah, that's tough, man, trying to figure everything out. So we talked a little bit about that today in class, is where to find trails. So we got a lot to go with our youth classes. We got a lot to learn. Next year we're going to, I think we're going to include some kind of fur handling seminars. So we should be able to get it figured out. Oh, nice, Trap Squatch. Yeah, badgers are not fun to mess with. All right, Pops, give me a call tomorrow. I'll be working in the shop all day tomorrow, so. Yeah, hunting stuff. The last couple of years been rough on me. All right, Joshua, you take care, bud. Yeah, I understand, Blakely's. I get it. I need to start making lists of all the things to do. No, Midwestern, I'm on my own this year, man, which is going to put a big damper on things. I do have an opportunity to sell a few on the carcass, but it's not realistic for me. So, I think so, Ruger. I'll send you some pictures after that. Well, actually, the ITA channel, Iowa Trapper Association channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to that, please do so. We got the video on there with kind of our 3 stations, if you will. It was a pretty good time. I have no idea. All I can think of is Jolene, 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 Jolene. I have no idea why that just popped in my head, because I don't think that's Dolly anyway. Oh, Ruger, I'm so ready to have furs in here, man. I'm so ready to get stuff going. Yeah, Midwestern, that's the thing. I've got to come up with a plan. So typically in the morning, like a typical trap line for me, I get up a little before sun up, get my daughter ready for school, see my wife and daughter off, and then run like hell when they leave until 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4. And I might skin a little bit when they come home. I'm inside with them until they go to bed at 9, 10. I might have to miss the morning thing, try to pull out by 3, run traps till noon, 1, and skin like crazy until they until they come home, and then be inside for the night. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I've got a lot of figuring out yet. Not really sure the best way to do it. Oh, it is hunting stuff? No kidding? Huh. Oh, man. Blakely's, I got one right here. Boy, it's messy. So from Flushing Lane, right on my beam from when I stopped. But man, I love that caribou. I love that knife. Ruger, so we get our vacation October 1st. I'm very lucky with that. So we start our fiscal year October 1st, and that's when I get vacation. I'm burning basically 3 of my 5 weeks for trapping. It's just it's just tough, trying to people that do this on a larger scale. It's just a different mental outlook, and there's nothing wrong with not being on a bigger scale, but just I don't even know how to say it. The amount of work and prep work and seconds that wind up to be minutes wasted is substantial. I keep telling you guys at some point, I know I'm going to be done doing this road line hard thing like I am. That day's coming, and I feel it coming more and more every year. Part of me thinks it's sad, but part of me is really excited to slow down and to enjoy it more like the general trappers or public does. I kind of view it as, what's the best way to say it? For those of you, okay, so for some of you, like the last time maybe you jumped, the last 5 rungs of a tree stand, you just jumped off, 5, 6 feet up. At some point, you never do that again. Maybe the last time somebody ran, actually full on sprinted. It's been a little bit since I've done that. My daughter keeps me on my toes, but just, it's just things like that just slowly, you can't remember the last time you did it. And time catches up to you, age catches up to you. Everything hurts more. Everything takes longer to heal. It's just part of life. So as those days creep up on me, I feel it, and I'm ready to slow down and enjoy things more, but I'm not ready to give up yet. So off the hook. How we doing, Teddy? No, Midwestern. I can't do that, man, because I couldn't. No, I have to come home. All my markets, man. I got 5 different buckets of parts and pieces that I'd have to carry with me. My whole truck bed would be loaded with buckets for parts. Just wouldn't work for me. Yeah, it's not terribly late by any means. It's just one of those things in life, Trap Squatch, I'm 36, so not old by any means. But I was also that punk kid, when my dad told me at 18, you better stop doing that, you're going to regret it. I said, man, I'm invincible. Nothing's going to slow me down. My roofing jobs I used to do, every time I got off the roof, I would just jump off 10 foot up. I'm invincible. My knees can handle it. Yeah, and now I pay for it, man. It's just part of it. At some point, every man in here thought they're young and invincible and nothing's going to happen to them, and we learn differently. I'd almost guarantee it, whether you admit it or not. We've all been there, and I'm dealing with that currently. So, oh, I'll bet, Rigger. I'll bet. Ooh, Alex. Yeah, that's not good, man. That's not good. No, it's just, we all go through it. We all age, and I'm not old by any means, but I feel it probably more than the average 36-year-old. But we're gonna go hard as long as we can. I got a few things planned that are gonna be absolutely amazing if they work out. Trap Squatch is 24. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I get it. Hold on. Give me a second. bringing out a couple party favorites. We got some apple pie from the Iowa convention and a regular Busch Latte. Jeff, man, you know what? Props to you, sir. I hope I have your outlook on life when I hit your age, man. You know, my goal, and God willing, I make it that long. I want to be the guy that's 80 years old that walks from my house to the creek down the road and puts in 4 sets and catches like 6 coon and a mink, and that's my season. Because that amount of work at that age would be equivalent to probably what I'm doing now at my age. So the trapping for us is anticipation, right? Anticipation is what makes trapping season amazing for me. Anticipation is the same thing when we're kids, what Christmas is. It's just birthdays. You know it's coming and you're excited for it. And that's where I'm at now. Like, it's coming and I know it. I'm excited for it. Once it gets here, it's all work. But until then, this is almost more my fun time because I'm working, I'm preparing, but in my head, it's exciting. You know what I mean? Just like my daughter who's almost turned 8 here next month. She's just so excited for Christmas and it's like, man, we can relate. You know what I mean? We can relate. Yeah, trap squats, and that's like I said, I'm 260. I'm not a small guy. I get around pretty good. I still roof and everything else, and hold my own. But man, it hurts more. Oh, Midwestern, that's not good. Yeah, or like deer hunting, Alex. Absolutely. I was the kid that in high school I had my calendar on my wall in my room and counted days down the days till deer season here in Iowa, from like 3 months prior. Blakely's got to convince the wife to move for more trapping ground. I get it. I get it. Now we've got a lot of work to do, but we're getting there. I feel confident we're going to get to where we're at. The 26th, I'll know if I'm going to do what I want to do or not, which just sucks because it's literally a week before our season starts here in Iowa. All right, Midwestern, you take care, buddy. Hey, Trap Squatch, you know what, man? That's the thing. You're just out there doing it. As long as you don't come up to me with a mask in the dark alley, I think we'll be fine. 6'8", 300. I'm pretty sure I just watched you play on the Chiefs here a little bit ago as a lineman. What are you doing, buddy? I have my shop cat's been spending a lot of time in here with me. I pet you, that's not an invite to jump up here. Yeah, just a bit, Blakely's. But that's all right. No, and that's actually the thing. So, like, pre-staking gets me in better shape than actual trapping. I got 2 weeks there to really, really bust it out. Oh, Ruger, this cat don't get fed anything. The only thing he's ever been fed is when he got into my cat food for trapping bait bag and ripped a hole in the backside that I didn't see. That was it. No, I'm excited for this year, especially if this trip works out. Like I said, I won't know until the week before, man. This is gonna be the most amazing thing I've ever done as far as a trapping related activity. but I won't know until the week of. So frustrating. Blakely's really doesn't eat too much of that. I'm kind of surprised. Really stays away from that. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, you're 100% right, man. Jeff's seen me at convention, man. I am the Energizer Bunny at a convention. I do not sit still, and I'm always moving. I do not. I'll bet you, no joke, at any given convention, the Iowa or the Nationals. I guess probably limit it to those because I know the grounds. I'll bet you I walk 10 miles a day. Just because there's so many people to meet, there's so many things I need to pick up, talk to some of my markets, meet people. It's just amazing. So yeah, but I don't sit still. I actually burnt through a pair of shoes. Used them for roofing here this last week and finished them off. Blakely's, it sounds like you got a scammer. Or did he just have too much to drink, so he's like, I'm trespass. Or that could have very easily been Travis Swanson. I have no idea who that is, but could have been him. I'm kind of excited for the Nebraska. I know they got a lot of stuff going on politically, kind of within the organization, but hopefully get it figured out. You're out in Utah. Okay, so yeah, you're out in good coyote country then. Yeah, Ruger, I heard that. Did you swing by Backwater booth? I know Bruce Rhodes wasn't able to make our class today for our kids event because he was down there. So I have a lot of respect for that man. He's done a lot and donated a lot of time and energy into this youth events. Sasquatch Trapper. Okay. All right, hunt stuff. You take care, buddy. Have a good night, and we'll catch you later, man. Okay, Ruger. Good. How was the show down there? You and the boys have a good time? I'm actually excited tomorrow. I do not have to set an alarm for the first time in 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks, every day off, I've been roofing. So I'm there at sun up till basically sundown roofing, then work my normal job. I'm really excited to I'm probably gonna sleep till 8 tomorrow, not gonna lie. Blakely's, yeah. Oh, good, good. He had to work. Grown up responsibilities. Okay, Blakely's, yeah, good. I've heard mixed results from vendors down there. Heard it was kind of slower, but I've heard it was really good too. So probably all depends who you are, but hopefully everybody have had a good show and it's worth it to do it next year. Blakely, so what was it like? Attendance or even vendor size compared to Iowa? Because I'm always trying to get an idea of what Iowa is compared to other surrounding states. If you had to say like attendance wise, which is more, and if you don't mind saying, you don't have to, but and also vendor size. Oh, Trap Squatch, good luck, man. That is awesome. Okay, Ruger. Yeah, you know how it compares to other years for sure. I know you didn't make the Iowa though, so I didn't know if you could compare or not. But I am going to be sending you that beaver. If not tomorrow, it's going to be headed your way Tuesday, Ruger. So I actually have your address. I was cleaning out the office and found your address that we'd saved randomly on a slip note, which is my handwriting at some point in my lives that I've saved. Oh, okay. You had a lot. So you had more set up outside than Iowa did. Oh, okay. Wow, Jeff. Okay, so it's as far as vendors and attendance, or just what was the vibe? I guess if you guys don't mind sharing. Like, I feel here in Iowa we have a very good positive energy in our conventions. Um, how was the energy? I guess if you will down in Missouri. What? Are they charged at the gate? Okay. So Ruger, Iowa used to do that. I think they changed that 5 or 6 years ago when we had a single mom show up at the gate with their kids interested, and it was going to cost her $20 for her and her 3 kids, and she had to turn around. And since then, we changed, which I think is great. Um, I don't view as convention as somewhere where the organization needs to earn money. That's more the banquet and the auction. The auction at the convention is fine, but entrance I struggle with a little bit. So okay, Jeff. Okay. Yeah, I get it, Ruger. I get it. No, that's something I'm working with here in Iowa. Is you know, I feel like Iowa has a really amazing thing going right now within our association. Uh, I the positive vibes that we've gotten is amazing. We've got a lot of good people in the right spots, uh, and we're figuring things out. These classes are doing amazing, and I feel like we got a lot of momentum going. And I'm wanting to help other organizations if we can, kind of get that positive energy contagious, if you will. So uh, I just want to see everybody have a successful convention, have a good time, promote trapping. That's the big picture. Donnie, how we doing from Tennessee? And that's the thing, as I talked about, with me being limited eventually with what I can do trap wise. I know my days are slowing down, or numbered as far as hitting it crazy hard, but I truly want to dive into more of the educational and even political side of promoting trapping. So that's something that I don't know. I'm just really seeing myself pulled towards is just the promotion of trapping and making sure it stays around for our kids and grandkids to enjoy. Hopefully it happens. Dan, how we doing? Dan, I should finish up all my stuff tomorrow. Knock on wood. Oh yeah, Donnie, I get it. Oh, cool, Ruger. That's awesome, man. That's why I love to be the first one at convention because you can always get that deal that's like, that is too good to be true, and I'm doing it. This would have been 5 or 6 years ago. No, not even that long. Probably 3 or 4. I was at a nationals, and I was hoping everybody set up the day before, and I came across a guy who had brand new Duke 220s with just slight surface rust, and it was like $5 a piece for them. And I bought the whole container. It was like 45 220s for $4 a piece. Brand new, basically just slight surface rust. Slight surface rust. Like not even enough to take dye. But Donnie, you know what, man? That's part of just the next the next in line. I truly believe that competition makes us all better. I know I'm gonna have a lot of competition this year, especially if I do my trip. That's all right. I'm gonna push harder and show people what it's like to work for it. Trap squatch, there's no such thing as too much rust to dye a trap. Not at all. I don't know what I got here. This is the only thing handy. This is a 1.5 I actually picked up at convention. You're probably not going to be able to see that real well with the way this light is. That'll dye just fine. Until it's really pitting out or weakening the springs. You know, if you have pitting on the springs, you're going to have a weaker trap. Other than that, it doesn't bother me at all. Watch out, buddy. I got you, Blakely. Yeah, Ruger, exactly. For me, when I prep traps and dye them or anything else, it is to preserve the springs because that what gives the trap power. I could care less if that dog's rusty, the levers or the jaws are rusty, pan, doesn't matter. Those springs are what I take care of. That's awesome, Donnie. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. That Iowa convention, I mean, I had one $80 beer and I signed it and gave it to a buddy and didn't even keep it. But I also signed his chest later, so that was fun. Poor Ben got signed like 5 times that night. Poor guy. I gotta make a couple calls tomorrow for markets. Try to get that stuff figured out. It's tough. I think we probably had maybe 25 tailgaters, maybe 30. Yeah, trap squatch. So I've had that before. Actually, happened 2 years ago. Got a little condensation or something in there, and somehow I had like half an inch of water in the bottom. And yeah, I had some work to do. Definitely. Jeff, yours was 130. Brad, our auction, I believe, was one of the best we've ever had. I have not heard numbers yet, but I do know a case of beer brought $1,700. So that's pretty good. Arkansas was up there. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Okay. Oh yeah, Ruger, super dude. Yeah, Blakely's. That's probably a little different. Tailgates to what's inside vendors, that'd probably be a little different to distinguish. Trapflation. Right, right. Yeah, Brad. So years ago, I used to get a hotel room. Uh, go do my thing, buy stuff, watch whatever I need to. Um, then I go back to a hotel room by myself. Since then, I've learned that the, for me personally, the most learning or the most fun, and it's normally very heavily weighted one way or the other. It's either we're learning a lot once the doors close, or we're having a lot of fun once the door closes. That's why I camp. I always throw up a tent, and I will sleep in a tent for a week if I have to. Oh wow, yeah, that's okay. That's small then, Blakely's. That's very small. That's interesting. Hmm. Well, we'll see what Nebraska brings next week. Uh, Looking forward to that. Should be a good time. It's gonna be quite the drive for me down there, but yeah, it's all right. Jeff, it's. I'll tell you what. I would. The Iowa convention we had. We had a couple nights that were down to 45, and it was like almost that comfortable sleeping weather for me. Because that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. That low 40s is about perfect for me. But if things go the way they might, I might be sleeping in low 30s to upper 20s here in a month and a half. Oh yeah, Donnie, that's where we're at now. We finally transitioned from mid 80s last week, which is hot for us this time of year, to now we're like low 70s, upper 60s for the extended, as far as I can tell. So pretty excited for that. That's gonna be good. Just gotta get some work done. Ooh, Donnie, man, that's terrible. Well, you're down there in Tennessee, so your winter is probably what, 60 degrees, 55. Dan, we're not for sure yet. Oh, I get it, Blakely's. Yeah, the kids thing would be. I get it. The drinking thing, man, that's not everybody's cup of tea, and I understand that. But you don't have to do that to learn something after the hours. I promise you. Wow, Jeff. I was finally able to sleep comfortable with one comforter. So yeah, Hunter stuff. I thought you're going to bed. Why are you still on here? I'm ready for that sub 40 temp though. Man, I need that. Matter of fact, probably first thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna shut the garage door down and keep it cool in here all night or all day, and really get some gear done. Donnie, you were in the raccoon capital of the world. Ruger, we're gonna be getting in the water. I don't think I did hunting stuff. Well, you don't have Facebook. You text me or what? Yeah, Donnie. Yeah, you were in the prime of it. They literally call it the coon capital of the world because there's a certain pocket of about 100 square miles in southwest Iowa that's just the cat's meow. Text me again, Hunting Stuff, because I can't open it. So I get the notification that lasts about 3 seconds and then it's gone. So if it's important, or I can just deal with it after I get off this live. Yep. Yep, the triangle, Ruger. They always call it the triangle. Oh. Somebody knows me. Hunting Stuff, if she's on, we're going to bail out of here in a minute. So if Cindy's still on, we can go over there and raid her channel. That'd be great. Post the link on here, buddy, if that's what's going on. Yeah, Donnie, it's changed a lot. Oh, man. I'm not even sure, Trap Squatch. Badger, it's all about the fur quality versus the size for me. Most people, Ruger, most people don't know me. Woo. That'd be awesome, though. That'd be an adventure, Jeff. That would be cool. All right, Hunting Stuff's going to share the link. Let's go raid Cindy over there. Sound like a raccoon fight over here. I can hear him in the timber all the time. I did literally, though, had somebody drive by on the highway that was watching my live not that long ago. Was it early spring, late spring, sometime? They were watching my live as they drove past my house. Yep. Exactly, Donnie. Yeah. The freeze up's tough time, man. Very tough time. Oh, nice, Dan. Nice. Yeah, he probably is Blakely's. He'll have a good story of how he once cooned, and then you show up with him and he won't want him that bad, but that's my opinion. So he's burned a lot of people in Iowa the last few years. Hunting Stuff, where are we at with that link, buddy? Let's go over and raid. There you go. So everybody click on that link. Let's go over there and raid Cindy on their live for a little bit. I appreciate y'all's support. I'll drop in there for a second and say hi. And a lot of gear going down. We're going to get a lot of stuff done next couple days. I need to because I'll be roofing the next week, and then we're pre-staking here soon. So everybody jump on there with what Hunting Stuff shared and go say hi to Cindy. And we'll see you next time, guys. It's been fun. Always appreciate it. So take care, everybody. I'll wait for you to click on that link from Hunting Stuff, and then we're out of here.